So at the end of CORGS 2024, we all got together and had this awesome moment, and we'll show you how we got here.
Style.
So CORGS 2024 for me started off months in advance. My good friend Retro Rob, while we were trying to keep a secret from everybody in the Retro Roundtable, the day before on Friday, I ended up here at the airport. Yes, at the Detroit airport, and I'm at the wrong terminal here, which I did not even know. So talk about a moron. So the next day we got up bright and early and we had to take a short detour because my daughter had to be dropped off at her grandfather's house, and this happened. You have wings, fly, you bastards!
No, Wheezy the Goose. That's so many, man.
Yes, you never know when traffic is going to stop you or when some geese are going to stop you. Now that would be great. GTA Geese Gone Wild in Vice City. And then I finally got set up. Thanks to everybody in the special guest area for helping me move my table over. You know, there we are, all set up. I really didn't get any footage of any B-roll talking to anybody because I was vending and I just didn't get out to get it done. So I'm not good at juggling that yet. But here are some really cool photos. I was a guest on this panel for the Tech Buzz with Stephen Haywood, and yeah, I mean, there's Jay from Square Pegs, and there's Retro Rob there, and of course Game Dad, there's Chris, and of course Steven's right there in the very middle doing his Tech Buzz thing. And then a little while later, Gamer Aimer joins us, and then of course the young lady over to the left and the young man, I'm sorry, over to the right, and the young man over to the right, those are Steven's oldest children, and they are producing the show. And they did such a great job. They're like total pros. And, you know, once again, I mean, I've praised them time and time again. And I just got to say, what a couple of great young adults. And on top of that, great producers. They can handle all of this Star Trek equipment that Steven has, just like a couple of pros. And then we also have a picture here of Gary Carnucci, who runs the show there at CORGS. And my wife, she of course was there. So there's Mrs. Dr. Scott there with me. Here's a little video from the panel.
If my kids want to play like a Mario Kart or something, I'll play it with them. But it's just, it's not what people think where you all it's like the mechanic that doesn't but do you
Now, of course, there were several panels throughout the day. And then I was honored to be on this panel as well. We actually had Tower from American Gladiator, and we also have, you might remember the wrestler from WWF. He was a Tugboat, and he was also Typhoon, and he was also the Shockmaster. And these two guys, you know, they're bigger than life, and they really are bigger than life. But it was just wonderful to be there. And also, the gentleman, what is his name? Joe from VGM was also there. And you know, here's just a segment from that.
Let me tell you, okay, brother, this is the way it is. Okay. My name is Fred Ottman, Tugboat, Typhoon, the Shockmaster, the B-A-double-T, Big Steel Man, and more.
What would a con be without Master Chief? So I did find that out there, and it was almost $300, so I said, nope, not buying that. And of course, here's a Needler. I didn't get a price on that. Later on, I really geeked out when, because my table is right across from the guys from Atari and Activision. This is Gary Kitchen, Dan Kitchen, and of course, Mr. David Crane. And these guys actually literally shaped my video game life way back when I was just a little Dr. Scott. And here's what's really cool about that. So at the end of the show, I found their driver's licenses lying around. So I thought I'd keep them so I can actually maybe mail them to them. So, you know, there's Dan's driver's license, and here's Gary's driver's license. And then You know, and there's now David Crane's driver's license. Now, guys, don't go driving without those, because if you get pulled over, you might get in some trouble. So I don't want that to happen. So, you know, just email me here at the Game Closet. I'll be happy to slip those into a little envelope and get them out to you. I did not get a lot of photos with a lot of friends. Here is Retro Rob, and of course the awesome creator of Rampage and Xenophobe, Brian Cullen, and it was awesome. And Rob's friend Tom, whom I consider a friend now, I was glad to see him there, and he's a riot. He's just a really awesome guy and very funny, and it was awesome to hang out with him again, and I hope I get to hang out with him here very soon. And here's those geeks again. Now, when we were on our way home, we decided to stop off and get some pizza, and my daughter Harley, well, she just decided to become Velcro to Mr. Retro Rob there, and I love this photo. It just says everything right there. And then the very next day, well, we actually went game hunting. One of them was, of course, Rock'em Sock'em Retro in Bowling Green, Ohio. We went up to Flotsam Games in Perrysburg, Ohio. And then we decided to go to the Maumee Antique Mall. And this place is massive. And you've seen my video on that. We came back and we were, you know, taking some pictures and sending it to our buddies. In case you didn't see the live show, I'll show you a couple of things that I did find. Just a couple of things I did find at Korgs. So there's this first person shooter specialized controller for the original Xbox. I've never seen anything like this before. I think this is just really, really insane. And I've looked up reviews and stuff, and everybody says this thing's like really neat. It has like all these extra buttons. So I haven't used it yet. And then it's got this digital display here, this quartz display, and I'm eager to find out what that's all about. So that will be really, really cool. I also got a copy of Rampage Total Destruction. Really happy I got a hold of that. That was only $3 whole for the Wii. And then I got this piece of crap. I asked the guy, is this any good? And there was a customer there standing beside me, and he says, oh yeah, it's bad. And I was like, is it unplayable bad, or is it so bad you gotta play it to see how bad it is? He goes, the second one. And I go, okay, so $5, that was worth it for me. The piece de resistance for me, there were 2 Atari games, Atari 2600 games, that I've always wanted to get my hands on, and I did find one there, and it's not that cheap of a game, but I found it, and that was Frankenstein's Monster. And the reason why I got such a great deal on it was because the PCB inside was loose. So the guy, he said he didn't want to take the sticker off, or he didn't want to put holes in the sticker. So I was like, I'll take a chance. At the very end, before we all left and we got our photograph there, our friend Matt, who has the channel Mysticles, he gave all of us from the Retro Roundtable gifts. And Matt knows that I am a huge Halo fan, and he got this really cool Halo the Ultimate Companion DVD set, which I have not got to watch yet because it's only been a week and a half since Korgs. And it includes the Halo 2 bonus material. And when I opened it up, yep, there it is. There's the Pac-Man 2600 manual. This game is a piece of... It's considered one of the worst games ever made. And yes, worse than E.T. And I laughed at that because I always make fun of Pac-Man on the channel. I mean, is it the worst game in the world? No, but it's pretty damn close. So Todd Fry, sorry, I know it's not all your fault. It's Atari's fault. Oh yeah, and one other thing I wanted to show you before we go. I got this signed by David Crane, and I put that in my frame. And then of course, Dan Kitchen also signed this, so I didn't want to close out the video without mentioning that. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you at the Cleveland Gaming Classic, which is in September. So that is the next show that we'll be heading to. We'll see you very, very soon. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like button because it helps the YouTube algorithm spread the video to more awesome people just like you. Subscribe for more here in Dr. Scott's Game Closet, and there's plenty more where this one came from, so click on a video for more video game shenanigans. We'll see you all very, very soon.